Thank you for joining us. I'm Clara Benitez Cortez. It's runoff election day across the state, and we have you covered. Here's what we're working on for you tonight. Well, time is running out to vote in the primary runoff election. We're live at the Deaf and Hard of Hearing Center with Stephanie Molina and a look at voter turnout across the area. And Texas Republicans are deciding a high-stakes Senate runoff. We will explain how the race between John Cornyn and Ken Paxton could impact the entire country. Chris 6 News starts now. The countdown is on for the primary runoff election. Polls close in just 2 hours. Election officials are seeing low turnout across the Coastal Bend. Neighborhood News reporter Stephanie Molina is live at the Deaf and Hard of Hearing Center on McCardle. Stephanie, what has voter traffic looked like there today?
Well, Clara, there has been people coming in and out from this voting location. Actually, this voting location is one of the ones that you see the most traffic. It's one of the places that people come here to vote more. But, you know, you did mention about low voter turnout. Now, what's worth mentioning is that the grand total, we've seen about 12,000 people come out here to vote for this primary runoff election. And that's about 5 to 6% of the grand registered voters here in the Nueces County, which is kind of low when you compare it like that. But what's interesting to note is that when you compare it to the 2024 primary runoff election, there was about 5,000 people who went out to vote. So that's about double as to what, like, that's lower, and we're seeing double now for people coming out to vote. And there's a lot of things that could probably be influencing that. That could be the Texas races that we're seeing. We have been seeing more Republican voters come out for the early voter turnout, and according to the Nueces County Clerk's office. But, you know, one of the races that we're focusing here is the Nueces County Commissioner Precinct 2 seat, and, you know, that has been, you know, something interesting to look at. We have incumbent Commissioner Jag, who is Joe A. Gonzalez, and he's been in his seat since 2010 and since November, and he has served for a term. So he's been there for quite a while, and now he's going against Isabel Noyola Martin. She holds a precinct chair for the Democratic Party here in Nueces County. So, you know, we are going to be focusing on these races, and, you know, we'll be sure to keep you updated. You know, if you want to stay tuned for the 10 p.m. newscast, we'll have the results for this race. But, you know, just a reminder, these polling locations close at 7 p.m., so you still have time to come out and vote. And if you want to know more about those locations, you could head over to our website at christv.com. And from the South Side, I'm Stephanie Molina, Chris 6 News.
All right, Stephanie, thank you so much. Now to the Republican Senate runoff. John Cornyn and Ken Paxton have spent nearly $200 million. That is a record for a Senate primary. The race could impact the balance of power in Washington. Scripps News senior national correspondent Jay Gray explains.
Decision day in Texas. After more than a year of bitter attacks and big spending, Lone Star Republicans will end the day with a lone candidate, choosing between incumbent John Cornyn and former State Attorney General Ken Paxton in a high-stakes Senate primary runoff, a campaign with major national implications.
We're getting national attention, in my opinion, because Trump's stepping in and meddling with Texas. We got a darn sign that says don't mess with Texas.
President Trump endorsing Paxton late with pushback from GOP leadership supporting Cornyn, testing Trump's hold on the party. The GOP infighting giving Democratic candidate James Tallarico a free pass to focus on grassroots support and funding, trying to do something that hasn't been done in 3 decades by a Democrat: win a statewide race in Texas.
Lots of states matter, but Texas is the big prize. If Democrats can break through here, it is a real earthquake in terms of the American political balance of power, because Texas is a bulwark for Republicans. Texas is the base from which they start building a national strategy.
A strategy that hinges, at least in part, on what happens at the ballot box in Texas. In Austin, Jay Gray, Scripps News Group.
Thank you. Now, we are also following several other races tonight. Take a look. Chip Roy and Mays Middleton are running for the Republican Attorney General nomination. And on the Democratic side, Nathan Johnson and Joe Jaworski is also running.
I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Jada Jenkins, riding along with voters who are taking advantage of the free CCRTA bus rides going to voting locations. Now, while many people are casting different ballots, everyone I spoke with are saying they're hoping their elected officials truly listen to them in their communities.
From concerns about water to inflation, voters told me everyone needs to make their voices heard.
What's something that you would say to someone who feel their vote just doesn't matter, so they're going to just stay home today?
Gosh, then don't complain.
CCRTA says the goal of the program was to help remove transportation barriers for voters across the city.
Good afternoon, folks. Happy Tuesday to you. Hopefully you had a great weekend. And as we've been talking about all weekend long, rain is on the way, and we've already been tracking it out to our west. Look at this. Storms out to the west of the I-35 corridor. Yes, that is several miles away from us, but these storms are going to be making their way into our neck of the woods later on tonight. So we're just counting down the hours until storms move in from the west overnight tonight. The rain's going to continue through early on tomorrow morning. We're talking about, 3, 4, 5 a.m. tomorrow. We'll have another line of storms marching on through the area. So it is going to be a bit of a noisy night for any of you light sleepers. Now, looking ahead, though, we are going to be much drier and warmer as we go into Wednesday afternoon, really Thursday and beyond into the weekend. Looking good for then. Here's a breakdown of what you could expect for the rest of today. Temperatures dropping down to the low 80s with rain on the way. We'll talk about the timing coming up in just a few more minutes.
All right, Katie, thank you. Hurricane season begins in less than a week, so now is the time to prepare. That's why we invite you to join us Friday evening for Plan, Prepare, Survive. Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber and meteorologist Stephen Jones will guide you through everything you need to know to prepare for hurricane season, which begins on June 1st. Now, Plan, Prepare, Survive begins at 6:30 p.m. right here on Chris this coming Friday.
I'm Melissa Trevino in Fremont. This community is in mourning after a 16-year-old was shot and killed just days after walking the stage at his high school graduation. I spoke with friends of Librado Tellez Jr., who say his loss is being felt across Fremont. In this small town, everyone knows everyone. And right now, everyone in Cowboy Nation is mourning the loss of Librado Tellez Jr. I met a few of Tellez's friends at one of the local hangouts. They tell me when they learned of his passing, they were in disbelief. His friends are remembering Tellez, or LJ as everyone called him, as someone who brought energy everywhere he went. They say he loved football and had a big personality and could light up any room he walked into. Juneau County officials say LJ was at a home on the 600 block of Southwest 8th Street when the incident occurred.
Well, a planned closure of Bob Hall Pier that was supposed to start today has been delayed. Work crews were supposed to start pouring concrete today, but county officials tell us that work won't start until Thursday. The work will be cut off of all access to the pier on Thursday and Friday. Now, the concrete being poured is for the structure that will support the pier restaurant and concession space.
I'm Jacob Daniels in Flower Bluff, where a high school program just hit a historic milestone, and that idea finally took flight, literally. Coming up, I'll have all the details.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Jacob Daniels, in my neighborhood, Flower Bluff. And today, history just happened, and it flew right by.
For the first time in Flower Bluff ISD history, a plane built by high school students took to the skies Tuesday morning. Dozens of students and staff lined Waldron Road, watching as their fellow Hornets creation soared overhead. After the plane touched back down at Corpus Christi International Airport, I caught up with student Barrett Matthews, who helped build the aircraft and got to experience his creation from the sky.
It was surreal. Like I said earlier, it's crazy to work on something for 3 years and then actually see it work. Because you run into so many problems and you're like, there's no way this thing's gonna fly. Like, it's built by kids. And then you're flying over and you're like, oh my God, this is crazy.
The project I first reported on in February started with just a single crate of parts and took nearly 3 years to complete, with multiple classes of students rotating through the build. For aviation instructor Caleb Harris, seeing his students' hard work finally take flight was the ultimate validation.
The whole time, though, for me and for the students, the real milestone is flying, and so that's really good to see.
But for senior Jolina Matos, who worked on the left wing and experienced the flight firsthand, this historic moment is just the foundation for something bigger.
This is the first plane, and I hope that because of this and the success that has happened with this plane, we'll be able to keep the program alive and going, and more people will have the same opportunity that I've been given.
For Superintendent Chris Steinbrook, Tuesday's flight represented more than just a successful project. It was a blueprint for the future of hands-on learning.
Well, this is exactly what career technical education should look like. So our students, over the course of 2 years, were able to work with the most skilled aviation professionals in the world to build this airplane.
The Corpus Christi Army Depot provided expertise and guidance to help make this dream a reality. And for Depot Commander Colonel Kevin Constantine, the partnership reflects the community's deep aviation roots.
So aviation maintenance and aviation sustainment is in the blood of this community, and that's what we're seeing out here today.
For Flower Bluff, this wasn't a one-time flight. With more planes in production, the Hornets plan to keep climbing. Reporting in the Bluff, Jacob Daniels, Chris 6 News.
All right, thank you, Jacob. Summer is the busiest time of year for hospitals. Coming up, we'll explain why blood donations drop and how you can help prevent a shortage.
Good afternoon, folks. Happy Tuesday to you. All right, let's get right into it. Some storms are going to be on the strong side today, but fortunately, we're just at a level 1 out of 5 threat, meaning, 1 or 2 of them could be on the strong side. Not expecting widespread thunderstorms, but that means, hey, we are looking at activity tonight. Also, flash flooding has been something we've been keeping our eyes on. There is a flood warning right now for B County on the Aransas River. Reason why? We're already seeing high river levels in the area, and with more rain to come, the river is expected to surpass flood levels. So we're going to be tracking this and really all of our area's rivers as more rain is expected upstream. And check this out, already over the next couple of hours, we're going to track these storms as they move on into our area. So this is 7 o'clock tonight. Notice that line of storms along the I-35 corridor. This is going to be some strong storm activity, especially for areas further to the west. As they creep closer to the coastal bend, they're going to start to weaken just a bit. So moving into the overnight hours, going to be tracking some storm activity moving all across our friends in San Antonio, Austin as well, making their way down towards our neck of the woods. You can see right around 11 o'clock, anywhere from Sinton all the way out into Laredo, we are going to be tracking some storm activity. But this is really just going to be round 1. So first round before midnight tonight, through about midnight. Second round's going to be after that. We're looking at after midnight to about 7 o'clock in the morning. We're going to have another line of storms moving on across the area from Laredo all the way across the coastal bend, impacting many of us through the early morning hours. We're talking 4, 5, 6, 7 in the morning. Fortunately, by 7, though, tomorrow, we are looking much drier with just a couple of spotty showers for those of us in Corpus, down in Port A, Kingsville as well. Good news is we'll be drying out pretty quickly once again. By Wednesday afternoon, maybe a couple pop-up showers, but really not looking at too much activity as we move into the rest of your Wednesday, meaning Wednesday's looking pretty good once we make it through the storms tonight. So again, those storms moving on in, it is going to be a late night rain event. We're talking probably 10, 11, 12 o'clock for our first round of storms. Then we go to bed, we're sleeping, and then all of a sudden we hear the thunder. Once again, it's going to be likely around 3 through about 7 o'clock in the morning. Temperatures dropping down to the 80s overnight tonight. And here's what you can expect. Tomorrow, temperatures going into the mid-70s, so not really too much as a little bit of a cool down between today and tomorrow. Not by much, though. That's really what we're going to be waking up to. Again, we're looking at, flooding will be possible. This is starting to say areas to our south are more at risk of flash floods than us. However, we still need to monitor our rivers. We're going to be monitoring everything in our area. If we do get any flash flood warnings, of course, we'll be right here to let you know. Okay, here's a breakdown of your day, or really of your week ahead. Notice temperatures going to stay in the high 80s, low 90s throughout the next several days. The overnight rain moves in tonight. We got 2 rounds of rain, both chances for some severe thunderstorms as well. But after tomorrow afternoon, we'll be much drier heading into the weekend, with temperatures staying right around average.
This is Veterans in Focus, sponsored by the Heil Law Firm. Car wreck? Heil will help.
A church out on the island is hoping an eye-catching display will help spark conversation and save lives. Island Presbyterian Church set up its Boots in the Field exhibit. Members told Chris 6 anchor Michelle Hoffman each pair represents a veteran or service member lost due to suicide. And beside them, a statistic church members hope people stop to think about. 17.5, the average number of veterans who died by suicide each day in 2023, according to the Department of Veteran Affairs.
Suicide is basically a call for help. They're trying to get away from some deep pain. Many times have felt alone and isolated and forgotten.
Church leaders plan to keep the display up for the rest of the week, saying it's more than a memorial and instead a reminder that healing is possible and it's okay to ask for help. Now, if you or someone you know is struggling with thoughts of suicide, help is available by calling or texting the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988. Well, summer has unofficially started. The medical community is bracing for what is known as trauma season, the need for blood spikes between Memorial Day and Labor Day. But donations usually drop this time of year. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither explains how to prevent a summer shortage.
It's the downside of summer. Over the next few months, severe injuries tend to spike from car crashes, recreational accidents, and outdoor activities.
From the hospital and blood bank perspective, that means we have to be prepared to respond quickly with life-saving transfusions and emergency care when these critically injured patients arrive.
The American Red Cross says about 25% of trauma patients require blood transfusions, and up to 5% of them will need 10 or more units of blood, which can quickly deplete a hospital supply. And this time of year, donations tend to go way down due to school breaks, extreme weather events, and travel.
We see a lower amount of blood products available to the hospitals, while the hospitals don't stop.
To help ensure a stable national blood supply, the Red Cross is calling on eligible donors to roll up their sleeves. All blood types are needed, especially Group O, which is often used for trauma patients. There's also a need for plasma and for platelets, which only have a 5-day shelf life.
When someone is able to come and donate, that is one of the most simplest and most direct ways to help save lives among your own community.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Your summer cookout is going to cost you more this year. Coming up, we will tell you why beef prices are hitting record highs and how you can save money at the grocery store.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
Welcome back. Hyundai is recalling more than 421,000 vehicles. The software issue can cause the brakes to activate unexpectedly. The recall covers certain Santa Cruz and Tucson models. Those include model years 2025 and 2026. Officials say the defect is tied to 4 crashes and 4 injuries. Dealerships will fix the software for free starting in mid-July. Well, firing up the grill will cost you more this summer. Beef prices are hitting record highs at nearly $10 a pound. Cattle herds are shrinking while demand stays strong. Tomatoes are also up nearly 40% because of weather issues. Experts say you can save money by swapping beef for chicken. They also recommend buying whole produce instead of pre-sliced vegetables. Lobster rolls are also getting harder to afford. Some restaurants in New England are charging up to $50 for a roll. That is double what they cost just a few years ago. Fishermen are dealing with soaring diesel prices and shrinking catches. Experts say the high prices are making some diners rethink the luxury splurge. And Ferrari is releasing its first electric car called the Luce. The company says the vehicle features 4 electric engines and all-wheel drive. It uses an advanced drivetrain to maintain Ferrari's reputation for speed. The Luce also offers a roomier interior than previous models. Ferrari promises to keep the thrill of the ride as it steps into an electric future. And the Scripps National Spelling Bee kicked off today in Washington, D.C. 17-year-old Corbin Trevino from Flower Bluff Junior High is competing, and he has already made it past the second round. Corbin is now hoping to advance to the quarterfinals. Good luck, Corbin.
Tonight's rain is surely on the way, and it's going to impact us not just one time, but two times, really. We have our first batch of rain looking at around 10 to about midnight. Our second round of rain, I would say 3 to 7 in the morning tomorrow. Temperatures staying warm, though, for tomorrow. Will dry out tomorrow afternoon, too. High 80s for tomorrow. 90s, though, as we head into the weekend. Again, much drier as we look ahead as we move all the way into this weekend and beyond.
That's all of our time for now. We'll be back at 6 o'clock with more news from your neighborhood. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.